Yeah, I'm Voss Efimoff, and I'd like to share this opportunity how God um, uh, take, takes care of all of our needs if we come to Him for help. And I had the situation where I have two boats, and one is didn't have the engine, and the other one uh, has the engine, but I feel like it's running on the last leg. It's gonna break any minute, and I'm praying, dear Lord, I need better boat to be able to fish and not to worry about constantly repairing it. And after I prayed, I laid it at God's feet. I said, "Well, it's up to you, Lord. If you provide me a good boat, that's fine. If you don't, that's your will too. Whatever works out. But just if it is your will, I'd like to get a better boat to fish." And I went and applied at the bank to see if they would give me finances to reconstruct to put the engines in the boat. Sometimes in November or December last year, and for one reason or another, they told me they lost the papers and the loan never came through. Um, they finally, I was asking for 100,000. They finally approved it for 51 day, and then the next day they declined it. So we were helping somebody else, and I presented the problem that I was having with the banks, and this lady said if you need finances, she'll be able to finance whatever the amount that I need to fix the boat. And I said, well, I said it's too much money. I don't can't imagine anybody having that kind of money. She says, well, it's no problem. She could help me with the whole situation, and I was just amazed uh, that I was hoping this everything would come in before the January, because that would help me out with the taxes, and it did. Like on 28th or around the end of December. So I was just praising God that God knows how to put everything together, and so I was able to get new engines and jets, and to be able to purchase them before the end of the year to get the tax break, because last year was a very good year, and I was worrying that I'd have a large liability to pay the taxes, and I'm praying, dear Lord, I just don't want to be paying this high taxes. And I was just amazed that God even provided in that. Um, so I got started on the boat, and what the money that I had about the engines and jets, I didn't have much left on to be able to work and put it together. I didn't think it would take that much. Um, the money ran out in the middle of the project, and I prayed, dear Lord, if you want me to continue with this project, you need to provide me more funds, because at this point I don't have any funds to continue. I don't even have money to buy argon gas, because there was a lot of welding to do. Um, and so that same day, I'd like to retract a little bit. In fact, I needed to get the welder, and I didn't want to waste $10,000 on buying the welder. That's with the engine and everything that they would, or 10 to 12,000, or it might be 8 to 10,000. But anyway, I thought it was a large amount, and found out I could lease one for about $1,000 a month, and I figured in about a month I should be able to complete most of the welding. Well, I went to I checked with the Air Liquide and see if they have one they could lease it to me. They said no, they don't have nothing they could lease it to me. And I got there on I think on Wednesday, and they said that but if you hang around, perhaps maybe tomorrow. Meanwhile, while I'm talking to the main representative of the company, he says, I actually don't have anything to lease, and he's not in charge of this department. Of course, that's I know that what he's saying is just he'd rather not deal with the problem. One of the workers that in charge of shipping and receiving, he comes in and he says, you know, we got two brand new ones sitting on the floor right now, and there wouldn't be any problem to put another one into lease. I was amazing. It was amazing to me that it was like a hint from God that God is going to work it out, and I'm going to have a lease, be able to lease this machine. So I called up the next day, and they said, yeah, come on in. We got everything ready. You could take this brand new machine, and we'll lease it to you. Okay, so God worked out that detail, and I just got back and started practicing. I never welded before, how to weld, and I learned how to weld, and started welding on the machine. Of course, about a month later, I run out of all the finances, and now I'm praying, dear Lord, if you want me to complete this project, I'm out of finances, and I don't even have money to buy argon gas. I called the cannery, see if they said, yeah, we could help you in about a week. We could probably forward a couple of thousand, but I said, can you forward or get me a PO for $300 to buy argon gas? Yeah, he says, no problem, we could do that right now. So I said, all right, dear Lord, thank you that I'm could continue with the project. And I called the bank, Wells Fargo again, to see if they would be willing to help me out. So far they've denied and haven't been able to. And within that same day they called me, everything been approved, and they would give me whatever amount of money that I'm going to need to complete the project. And I'm just praising God that how quickly everything got resolved, and with God's help, and how quickly He answers our prayers. And it's all in His perfect timing. And as a result, I've been able to continue with the project, and this is the biggest project that I have attempted to do it basically on my own. And I just want to thank God that He has provided the means, and He has provided the wisdom for me to put everything together. And I just want to share that if any of you have any kind of a situation that seems like that you got in, that it's too big and too hard to complete, just don't give up. Cast all your cares on Him, and lean not on your own understanding. In everything acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path to complete whatever that you have before you, as long as we do the will of God. And I just want to thank you for the opportunity to share this, how God cares for every one of us.